Good evening, and welcome to It's Too Late. Oh yeah, it's definitely too late. I'd love to say it's never too late to fix the problem of stupidity on Capitol Hill. It's way too late. Senate passes $95 billion foreign aid package for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. The Senate on Tuesday night passed a package to deliver $95 billion in foreign aid to Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. A bipartisan win, months in the making. It's a win. It's a win for the jerks on Capitol Hill that are lining their pockets and all these new billionaires all over the world. The package was approved 79 to 18. Well, I'm for those 18, just so you know. 31 Republicans joined with 48 Democrats to pass the legislation. I wonder out of those 18 what those were. Okay, let's just see. All right, that's 9 more Republicans than supported the aid package when the Senate last considered it in February. 2 Democrat Senators, Markley and Welch, as well as an independent Senator, Bernie Sanders, voted against the legislation with 15 Republicans. Wow. The legislation, which includes 4 bills that passed in the House over the weekend with bipartisan support. Think about that, $95 billion. And everybody's for it. Ooh, aid. We got to stop no, we got to keep the war machine going. That's right. Package now heads to President Joe Biden's desk, where he said in a statement he expects to sign it tomorrow. Bipartisan majority of the Senate joined the House to answer history's call. It's this critical inflection point, Biden said in a statement. Congress has passed my legislation to strengthen national security and send a message to the world about the power of American leadership. Right. We got balloons overhead, cyber attacks every day. This guy's an idiot. That's true. Okay. We stand resolutely for democracy and freedom and against tyranny and oppression. Right. They're against tyranny and oppression. Okay. But wait till you see this next story. Okay. I will sign this bill into law and address the American people as soon as it reaches my desk tomorrow so we can begin sending weapons and equipment to Ukraine this week. Yay! His statement said. So, all right, all you people that are for this, keeping the meat grinder going, I'm not for it. The need is urgent for Ukraine facing unrelenting bombardment from Russia, for Israel, which has faced unprecedented attacks from Iran, for refugees impacted by Indo-Pacific. Add anybody you want else into there. The package provides $26 billion for Israel, currently at war with Hamas. Oh, really? Are they losing? Are they losing against Hamas? Do they need $26 billion? Okay. As well as $61 billion for Ukraine and $8 billion for allies in the Indo-Pacific. Oh, is that $61 billion going to help Ukraine win against Russia? Is it going to help them? No, it's going to bankrupt us. But nobody cares. It's all only blue will do, right? All right. A lot of people inside and outside of Congress wanted this package to fail. But today, those in Congress who stand with the side of democracy are winning the day, Schumer said. Stand with the side of democracy. I don't think the American people, which is what democracy is, that's the majority of Americans are not for a $95 billion bailout when America has gone to complete shit. Okay, to our friends in Ukraine, to our allies around the world, help us on the way. Oh, look at this. Look at this news groomer photo. 2-1, guys. Look at that. That's how it was. That's how it went down. The vote was 2-1. 2 foreign flags to 1 good old red, white, and blue flag.
A man accused of breaching the Capitol on January 6th is back behind bars here in Tampa Bay after the feds say he didn't show up to court in D.C. Victor Dennison is from California, but he was found yesterday at the Woodlake condos in Clearwater. The FBI raided the home. Fox 13's Jennifer Veglas is in our newsroom tonight. So, Jennifer, what was the reason that he gave for not showing up to court?
Yeah, today Dennison made his first appearance in federal court here in Hillsborough County. His whole defense is that while he was physically inside the Capitol on January 6, 2021, the law does not apply to him because he's a sovereign citizen, and to the court, it has no jurisdiction over him. Tonight, Evidence showing Victor Sean Dennison of San Diego, California, storming the Capitol more than 3 years ago. An anonymous tipster sending videos from his own Facebook page to the FBI of Dennison outside the Capitol talking about his participation in the Capitol riots, wearing an all aboard the Trump train cap. Surveillance video inside the Capitol shows Dennison inside for a total of 3 minutes.
He wasn't accused of going in and beating up police officers. He wasn't part of the violent uprising that actually started when people started breaching the Capitol. Really the minor type of offender. Traditionally, offenders like him would get probation. Maybe some short jail sentence.
Criminal defense attorney Anthony Rickman, who is not affiliated with this case, says that's likely not the case for Dennison anymore after he never showed for his trial court date in D.C. back in January. Monday, the FBI tracking him down at his girlfriend's house in Clearwater. Tuesday, in federal court, he claimed to a judge sovereign citizenship and insists on representing himself despite the court's attempts to offer him a federal public defender.
So a sovereign citizen is a person who feels that the government, our laws, don't have jurisdiction over them. Really, they are a citizen of their own body in their mind.
Claiming immunity to the law in a letter to the judge, where Dennison included his own coat of arms.
It's odd because the person who's claiming that he's his own entity is in D.C. supporting the President of the United States, is sort of in charge of the government.
Now, Dennison will be transferred back to Washington, D.C. in the coming weeks for future court dates, but those exact dates are unclear at the moment.
Okay, so we thought the Wild Wild West was wild back in the day. It's really wild right now.
Alert a mistrial in the trial of a rancher accused of killing a migrant on his property in southern Arizona. The jury, made up of 5 men, 3 women, had heard testimony during the 4-week trial. They started deliberating last week, and they could not reach a verdict on Friday.
The same thing happened today. The prosecution said George Kelly recklessly fired 9 shots at a group of men who were killed on his property. Kelly said he simply fired warning shots into the air and did not directly shoot anyone. And on the body of the victim, they never found the bullet, raising the possibility that the defense put forward that someone else could have shot this migrant. It may have been narcotics trade. Who knows?
Absolutely. He is free and clear. Meanwhile, in Texas...
So Texas has the legal authority to control ingress and egress into any geographic location in the state of Texas.
In a recent interview, he said Texas has employed every available measure to secure the border except for shooting migrants. KFOX 14 News at 9's Jonathan Mejia live along the U.S.-Mexico border tonight with specifics on those comments and reaction from people who say the governor is once again using dangerous rhetoric to scapegoat migrants. Jonathan.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott has gone viral on social media after appearing on a radio show where he talks about his efforts to protect Texas's borders. And it's not so much of what he has done that has sparked reaction from the locals here in El Paso, but it's more about what he said he hasn't done. Take a listen.
We are deploying every tool and strategy that we possibly can. The only thing that we're not doing is we're not shooting people who come across the border because, of course, the Biden administration would charge us with murder.
That's literally insane. That's literally insane to even throw that into the public to say that.
Okay, the public is not digging on that.
Those are not correct comments. I think you cannot shoot people.
But let's see what the governor has to say.
Controversial comment from Texas Governor Greg Abbott has sparked reactions across the borderland.
I think shooting people would go against human rights, or would go to an extreme if he went to that point.
Abbott goes on to explain his efforts to protect Texas's borders, saying he is using every tool he can, such as building border walls to border barriers, passing SB 4, which the Biden administration has now filed a lawsuit against Texas. And it's not just El Pasoans reacting to Abbott's comments, but so too are lawmakers. In a post on X, Representative Veronica Escobar said, "I can't believe I have to say murdering people is unacceptable. Greg Abbott, it's language like yours that left 23 people dead and 22 others injured in El Paso." People I spoke with were split when I asked them how effective has Abbott's approach to securing the border in Texas has been. Some say,
I think they were kind of effective a little bit, but A lot of people say that they are not kind of human ways.
The way it is, if somebody wants to come, they're going to come, and it's either going to be easy or it's going to be hard.
For any meaningful change to immigration reform, both Democrats and Republicans will have to come together. It's something those in the borderland would like to see.
Oh, Lord.
Both the political parties, Republican, Democrat, they should come together and find some.
If you're still wearing a mask in 2024, and you're also an idiot with it pulled down and your big old nostrils are sticking over the mask, I don't really care what you think about the border or anything. Even if it's too late, if it's definitely too late, we're never giving up. I'm not giving up. You're not giving up. So, are we on the same team? Are we on the same side? I don't mean right versus left. I'm talking about, let's just be real here. Are you cool with $95 billion worth of aid? If so, maybe you're not thinking about the numbers, or you're not thinking about what America needs. That's what I believe. So are you cool with millions of people flooding the border and coming in? If you understand, hey, it was going to happen anyways, it's inevitable. No, this is orchestrated and it's planned. And no, they're not all bad people. There's only a percentage of them are, but it's enough of a percentage that's going to absolutely wreak havoc on the country. It already has. But hey, it's politics, right? No, this is not politics. This is America. This is our opportunity, you guys. This crisis is our opportunity to come together, okay? This is our 9/11 moment, you know what I mean? Except for instead of planes crashing into a couple of buildings, the whole freaking country is on fire, proverbially, okay? And so, let's have a good night, and we'll get up and start a new day. Thank you for joining me here tonight on It's Too Late, where I like to say it's never too late to do the right thing and stop voting for knuckleheaded idiots.